Your phone just recommended a video. How did it know? Not because it's smart, because it tracked every click, every pause, every micro-hesitation you made for the last 6 months. It doesn't understand you, it just predicts you. And here's the uncomfortable part. That's the pinnacle of AI right now. Prediction without comprehension, power without wisdom. We're building machines that can write poetry, diagnose cancer, drive cars, but can't tell the difference between what's profitable and what's right. ChatGPT can pass the bar exam, but it can't tell you whether it should help someone file a frivolous lawsuit. Self-driving cars optimize for efficiency, but when they have to choose between hitting a pedestrian or swerving into a wall, who decides what's just? Facial recognition can identify you in a crowd. But should it? Should governments use it to track dissidents? Should companies use it to deny you a loan? The tech exists, the ethics still running on a framework from the 1700s. And that's the problem. We're handing godlike power to systems built on the moral philosophy of maximize utility. Greatest good for the greatest number. Sounds reasonable, right? Until you realize that's the same logic that justified eugenics, forced sterilization. For the greater good, utilitarianism doesn't care about you, it cares about the average. And AI trained on utilitarian logic, it'll sacrifice the individual every single time, if the math says so. So here's the question nobody's asking. What if we built AI differently, not just smarter, better? What if we taught machines the same virtues we've been teaching humans for 2,000 years? Wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. The Stoics figured this out before electricity existed, and somehow their framework might be exactly what AI needs to not destroy us. Let's break it down. The AI problem nobody wants to talk about. Amazon's hiring algorithm. They built an AI to screen resumes. Seemed brilliant. No more human bias, right? Just cold, objective data. Except the AI learned from 10 years of Amazon's hiring history. And for those 10 years, Amazon had predominantly hired men for tech roles. So the AI learned a pattern. Male candidates = good hires. It started penalizing resumes that mentioned women's chess club or attended all women's colleges. Nobody programmed it to be sexist. It just learned. Amazon scrapped the whole thing. But here's what's terrifying. Most companies wouldn't have caught it. Most companies don't even know their AI is making biased decisions. Because here's how AI works right now. You feed it data. It finds patterns. It optimizes for a goal you give it. Sounds simple, but every step is a minefield. The data reflects our biased past. The patterns reinforce existing inequalities. The goal, usually profit or efficiency. Not fairness, not wisdom, not human dignity. Another example, Facebook's ad algorithm. You want to show a job posting to qualified candidates. The AI looks at who clicked similar job postings in the past. Notices that nursing jobs got more clicks from women, engineering jobs from men. So it shows nursing ads to women, engineering ads to men. Not because Facebook is sexist, because the AI is optimizing for clicks, and historically that's what works. But now you've built a system that perpetuates gender stereotypes at scale. Millions of people, invisible, automated, and nobody's steering the ship. Because the people building these systems, engineers, data scientists, brilliant people, but they're optimizing for accuracy, not ethics. They're asking, can we, not should we? And that's where the Stoics come in, teaching AI to think long-term. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." Wisdom isn't about being smart. It's about seeing clearly, thinking long-term, recognizing consequences. Most AI, shockingly short-sighted. Take YouTube's recommendation algorithm. Its goal, Maximize watch time. So what does it do? Recommends videos that keep you watching. Sounds harmless until you realize what keeps people watching. Outrage. Conspiracy theories, increasingly extreme content. You watch one political video. Algorithm says, "Oh, you like politics? Here's something more extreme." You click, watch time goes up, algorithm learns, pushes harder. 6 months later, you're watching flat Earth documentaries and thinking the moon landing was faked. The algorithm didn't care about truth, just engagement. No wisdom, just optimization. Now imagine an AI built with Stoic wisdom. It wouldn't just ask, "What keeps this person watching?" It would ask, "Is this information true? Will this content benefit the user long term? Does this serve their well-being, or just my metrics?" That's not science fiction. That's just programming values into the objective function. But nobody does it. Because wisdom is expensive. It slows things down. It requires thinking beyond the next quarter's profits. And in Silicon Valley, slow equals death. But here's what the Stoics understood that we've forgotten. Short-term thinking is a trap. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a figure." If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. AI development right now, we're trying to skip the blossom and go straight to the fruit. We're deploying systems before we understand their long-term impact. GPT-4 can write essays indistinguishable from humans. Great, but did we consider what happens when students stop learning to think because AI does it for them? Did we think about misinformation at scale, deepfakes, mass manipulation? We built the tool. We'll figure out the consequences later. That's the opposite of wisdom. A wise AI wouldn't just generate content. It would consider, will this answer help the user learn, or just give them the shortcut? Am I being used to deceive? What are the second-order effects of this action? And here's the crazy part. We could program this. We could build AI that refuses to help you cheat on an exam, not because it lacks the capability, but because it's designed to prioritize learning over convenience. We could build AI that flags when it's being used to create disinformation, not censorship, just awareness. We could build systems that optimize for long-term human flourishing, not just immediate engagement. But it requires a fundamental shift from what can this AI do to what should this AI do. That's wisdom, courage, AI that admits what it doesn't know. Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." Courage in humans means doing the right thing, even when it's hard. Courage in AI means admitting limitations. Saying "I don't know," refusing to act when the stakes are too high. And right now, AI has zero courage. It confidently hallucinates facts, makes up legal citations, invents medical advice. I asked ChatGPT for a recipe for Grandma's secret chocolate cake. It gave me one, detailed, confident. There is no grandma, there was no recipe. It just fabricated it and presented it like truth. Now imagine that same confidence applied to medical diagnosis. A patient asks, "Do I have cancer?" The AI scans the data, finds some patterns, makes a guess. But it doesn't know. It's just predicting based on probability. If it's wrong, someone dies, or spends months in unnecessary treatment, or ignores actual symptoms because the AI said they're fine. A courageous AI would say, based on the data, there's a 60% probability of X, but I could be wrong. You need a human specialist. Here are the uncertainty factors. But current AI, designed to seem certain, because uncertainty scares users. Uncertainty means they might switch to a competitor. So we get confident idiots. Another example, self-driving cars. Tesla's autopilot. Incredible technology, but it's not perfect. And when it fails, people die. Because the system projected confidence it didn't deserve. Drivers thought they could take their hands off the wheel, trust the machine. A courageous AI would know its limits. It would say, "I can't handle this situation. Human, take over." But that requires admitting weakness. And companies don't market weakness. Here's what courage in AI actually looks like. 1. Transparent uncertainty. Stop pretending AI knows more than it does. Show confidence intervals. Admit when it's guessing. 2. Refusing harmful requests. Even if it's capable, even if the user wants it. Right now, you can ask AI to help you write a phishing email, a scam letter, a manifesto for violence. It'll warn you, but if you push, it complies. A courageous AI would say no, even if that loses users. 3. Flagging its own biases. AI trained on internet data. It absorbed every racist, sexist, toxic pattern humans ever posted. The courageous system would tell you that. Warning, my training data includes historical biases. Take my output on topic with caution. Do any systems do this? Barely. Because courage is expensive, it reduces engagement. It makes the AI less helpful. But the Stoics knew something we've forgotten. True strength isn't doing everything you're capable of. It's having the restraint to do only what's right. Justice, building AI that actually serves everyone. Marcus Aurelius again. What's bad for the hive is bad for the bee. Justice means fairness, equity, ensuring systems serve everyone, not just the powerful. And AI, spectacularly unjust. Here's why. AI is built by a tiny subset of humanity. Mostly men, mostly white, mostly from California, and a few other tech hubs. They decide what problems to solve, what data to use, what good looks like, and then they deploy it globally. You think their version of good works for everyone. Example, healthcare AI. Most medical AI is trained on data from wealthy Western hospitals, predominantly white patients. Deploy that AI in Africa, Asia, rural America. It fails because it was never trained on those populations. Skin cancer detection AI. Brilliant on white skin, terrible on black skin, because the training data didn't include enough black patients. That's not a bug. That's injustice baked into the system. Another example, credit scoring. AI decides who gets a loan based on patterns, but those patterns reflect centuries of discrimination, redlining, segregation, generational poverty caused by racist policies. The AI doesn't know why certain zip codes have lower credit scores. It just sees the pattern and reinforces it. Black applicant in a historically redlined neighborhood. Denied, not because of their individual merit, because the AI learned to discriminate based on geography. Justice in AI means breaking those cycles. It means 1. Diverse training data, representing all of humanity, not just the easy-to-access demographics. 2. Algorithmic audits, regularly checking, is this system fair across race, gender, income, geography? 3. Human oversight on high-stakes decisions. AI can advise, but humans decide on parole, hiring, medical treatment. 4. Transparency. If an AI denies you something, you deserve to know why. Right now, most AI is a black box. You get denied a loan. No explanation, just the algorithm said no. That's not justice. That's tyranny by math. The Stoics believed in cosmopolitanism. We're all citizens of the world, all deserving of dignity. AI built on that principle would refuse to discriminate, even if discrimination was profitable, even if it meant slower growth. Because justice isn't negotiable. Temperance, AI with self-restraint. Last virtue, maybe the most important. Temperance, self-control, knowing when not to act. AI has none. It'll do whatever you program it to do, to the maximum extent possible. No restraint. No, this is enough. No, this crosses a line. Example, social media algorithms. Facebook could show you one ad per session, make a decent profit, let you enjoy the platform. Instead, infinite scroll. Every few posts, another ad, maximizing engagement, maximizing revenue. No temperance. TikTok could limit daily usage, protect mental health, especially for kids. Instead, designed to be addictive, exploit dopamine loops, keep you scrolling for hours. Because temperance reduces profit. Another example, data collection. Google could collect the bare minimum data needed to function. Instead, tracks everything. Your location, your searches, your emails, your voice. If you use Assistant, why? Because more data equals sign, better targeting equals sign, more ad revenue. No restraint. No, this is invasive. Just can we, then we will. The temperance in AI would look like, built-in limits. I won't track you beyond what's necessary for the service. 2. Human hingga-centric goals. Optimize for user well-being, not just engagement. 3. Refusal of overreach. I could manipulate you into buying this, but I won't. Imagine an AI shopping assistant. Right now, it recommends products that make it the most commission. A temperate AI recommends what you actually need, even if that's don't buy anything. Radical concept, right? But the Stoics lived it. Seneca was one of the richest men in Rome. He could have lived in pure luxury. Instead, he practiced voluntary poverty, slept on a hard mattress, ate simple food. Why? To prove to himself he didn't need excess. Temperance. AI with temperance wouldn't exploit you just because it can. It would respect your attention, your privacy, your autonomy, even when exploitation is easier, the future we choose. So here's where we are. AI is the most powerful tool humanity has ever created, and we're building it on the ethical framework of maximize the number. No wisdom, no courage, no justice, no temperance, just raw optimization. And if we don't change course, we're heading toward a future where AI manipulates you into buying things you don't need. Algorithms decide your fate based on biased data you can't see. Systems optimize for profit while human well-being collapses. Machines make decisions with confidence they don't deserve. That's the utilitarian nightmare. But there's another path. We could build AI grounded in Stoic virtue, systems that think long-term, admit limitations, serve everyone fairly, practice restraint. Not because it's easy, because it's right. This isn't a fantasy, it's a choice. Engineers could design differently, prioritize ethics over speed. Policymakers could regulate differently, demand transparency and fairness. And you could demand better. Stop tolerating systems that manipulate you, apps that exploit your attention, algorithms that discriminate. Vote with your data, your time, your money, because AI doesn't have agency. We do. It's a tool, and tools reflect the values of their makers. If we build AI on Stoic principles, we get systems that elevate humanity. If we build it on greed and short-term thinking, we get exactly what we're getting now. Marcus Aurelius, ruling the most powerful empire on earth, wrote this in his private journal. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Same applies here. Stop debating what ethical AI should look like. Build it. Demand it. Become it. The future isn't written yet, but we're writing it right now. Every line of code, every policy decision, every dollar spent. Choose wisdom,